We're going to go through the burrows. I'm using the adventure mode to hit the areas. If you use the adventure mode, you can go to the areas that you haven't done. I am Rose, and I actually just picked up, where is it? The Akari garb, which is kind of cool looking. just the just the armor, because I only had one glowing rod. Let's flip back here. And my game of choice when I'm going through with the standard stuff is bandit garb for my armor. Go down here. That's because you get, with one set, you get a 10% chance when you shoot somebody, you don't expend your bullet. And believe it or not, that is very helpful. Now, when I'm taking on a boss, of course I switch. I do not use the bandage in. I switch and I go to the Odessa Hulk because it's got Bloodlust. Adds 7.5 maximum damage. I mean, it all depends on what your playstyle is going to be. For me, that works. Plus the fact it looks pretty cool, as you can see. It's got the bones. I know I didn't buy the full. I'm gonna buy the full set eventually, but I don't know if I'm gonna re-roll the campaign. I really don't know if I'm gonna re-roll. I'll switch here. Go back to Bandit. Boots. I use the Cultist because not only does that increase mod power, but it also without the boots on it, your mods will not regenerate, and you have to, basically expend ammo. Which during a boss fight, I just switch it out, and right now the best that I've got is the Scrapper. I'd like to get to Odessa, but the problem with Odessa is, again, it's level 5. My boots are level 2. Whenever you enter an area, based on your weapons and your armor, it adds it all together, gives you an average, and then everything is 1 higher. So, and then with the masks, I use a twisted mask, except when I'm about to fight, then I switch to the Scrapper helmet. Well, that one's kind of cool, but I picked this up doing it. Wastelander Flail. It's kind of a bone setup. We'll switch and you can take a look. I just may keep that just for the looks. It does kind of look kind of cool. Wait a minute here. A flail is so striking hard connected to chain. Oh, this looks like it's doing lightning. Huh. Now, going through and using the adventure mode, I've been able to get to several bosses, kill them out. We'll bring them up. Curse of the Jungle God. Which gives you tentacle shot, which is not. It's pretty good. You're gonna get to see that in action. Basically, it shoots tentacles up, and the tentacles do some good damage, and you get 2 of them. Defiler, I use this on pretty much all the bosses. I kick it out and I let it charge up. While you don't have as many shots with it, it does the radiation. It deals 49 damage each. It shoots out 6 bullets doing 49, so I use that on bosses, and it does. Plus, it does 72 damage when you shoot. Um, standard. These are standard ones you'll pick up in the game. Now, the Spitfire is the end of the world boss. It's not too bad. It does fire damage. Now, I've used that also. I don't know. It's just got, I don't know. I don't like, I mean, it's okay. Like I said, it all depends on what you're using it as. I mean, if I'm going to use pistols, I'm either using Curse of the Jungle God or I'm using the Defiler. Or I'm going to switch down and I'm going to use the submachine gun and I'm going to equip it with one of the mods, like Breath of the Desert or it all depends. Like I said, if I'm going in, if I'm doing a whole bunch, I might take Howlers, which projects a 20-meter aura that moves with the caster and reduces all incoming damage to all heroes. So, now let's see. Let's go to rifles. The rifles, I've been kind of exploring the assault rifle. Beam rifle's not bad. I don't know. It just seems to go through a lot of friggin' ammo pretty quickly. I mean, the Stand 2 is the hunting rifle. That thing is the best. Usually, you know, in the beginning, that and Hot Shot is going to get you out of a lot of things. Sniper rifle is helpful when you first get to the desert because you can snipe those guys from a distance until you get enough to kick it. Now, the one thing... Oh, frick. Where did I get Iron Sentinel? I've been just blasting through. Look up Iron Sentinel. This shoots out the automatic turrets. That is like... It is extremely helpful. You're going to see it in a second. So, that's basically what I'm using for weapons. Oh, pocket watch in the beginning, if you haven't found Leto's Amulet, is great. Leto's Amulet, actually, if you look, see, I'm going to equip it here. It basically reduces stamina cost by 10 and reduces armor incumbents by 40, which is very helpful, especially if you're using a heavier armor set. The lighter you are, the faster you can, you know, keep your stamina and you can roll. Well, I've gotten my traits and I picked up a couple different traits that have done my stamina and reduced it, so I'm switching and I'm using the Mender's Charm, which gives you 25% not to consume a Dragon Heart in use and increase self-healing. So, which in the long run is very during boss battles. Sage Stone, I use that for running through to increase earned experience. When I'm doing the boss battle, I usually get rid of that and I'll switch and I increase my health by 25. And I keep the Heartseeker simply because it's 100% crit chance against non-aggressive enemies, but it increases crit damage by 15%. Now the ones that I've found so far, increase max health, Gravity Stone, increase damage by 20% when there are at least 2 enemies within 10 meters. Again, you need to, this isn't a simple matter, put on an armor set, put on a rings, and just go. Every situation, depending on how the game rolls and where you're at, you need to be able to switch. Effective range of all firearms. That's range damage for 10 seconds after a ranged kill. Stacks up to 4 times. Increase resistance to all elemental damage. I've actually used... Where did I use that? Oh, yes, I used that on my last... I think I put that on because of that... what the hell was that guy's name? Onslaught. because he was hitting me with the stuff. Reduce sway. Increase ranged and melee damage by 10%. So it's So it's a catch. It all depends on what you want. I prefer to have increased crit damage by 15%. I happen to like the crit chance against it. So, all right, let's go through the burrows. I wish they lasted longer though, but I haven't used the tentacles yet. Nice if I got another friggin' control rod. I don't like to just run around. I like to explore, break everything. That's by doing that. 50,000. I could probably stop it, but. Is that? I hear it. I don't know where it is. Oh, shoot. Woo! Almost got me.
Greetings.
Hello. Where the heck is it? I hear it. Oh, shoot! Woo-hoo-hoo!
You have spells?
Hold on, hold on. Oh, oh! Oh, shoot! Oh! Son of a... Where'd that guy come from? Shoo! Okay, I don't know where he came from. That was interesting. Where did this guy come from? I thought I cleared all these guys. Oh. Little sucker snuck over there. Okay, what was that?
It seems hard. ... You have spells?
No, you don't have spells. Hold on. Oh, I got a glowing rod. Nice. Come on. Whew. Hold on. Unfortunately, this one does not pause. Alright, we'll run over here. There's no pause in this game whatsoever. What you get is you get traits that allow you health, endurance, mods. Why am I hearing this? Wait, hold on. Come on! Sheesh! What is going on? guys are coming on hard and heavy here. I gotta clear this out before I go any further.
Not enough room.
Seriously? Woo! Sheesh, that was tough. Man, those guys were coming hard and fast.
So is this game so difficult as the Souls games?
Sort of. Why do these guys keep coming? Man. In comparison to Dark Souls?
Do they respawn all the time?
No. I don't know why they're... This is like... Usually once you've cleared them, they're done. That's why I'm like, woof, they're just... Once you've cleared it, it's done. It is kind of comparable to Dark Souls. I'd say probably, well, you have weapons, rifles. Not supposed to shoot him. Okay, am I getting something? Ooh, brutal mark. Now that's new. Actually, I'm kind of enjoying this more than I did Dark Souls. While Dark Souls was okay, this has got more elements to it, I would say. Plus the fact you can re-roll the world, and this one I'm in adventure mode, so I'm going to areas that I missed the first time around. It's all randomized.
Oh shit!
Fall down. Wait. I want to make sure. Yeah. Hoping that I'm going to find another. I need one more glowing rod, and I can get the complete armor set. Wait.
Any problems with ammo?
No, as you shoot them, they drop ammo, and then you could buy ammo boxes, which replenishes all your ammo. I had. How many did I have? Oh, I've had 21 forever. The only time I've actually done it is once in a blue moon where I need it. Otherwise, you'll get the ammo. And that's another reason why I use the bandit jacket, because it increases ammo acquired. So, armor sets. Oh, okay, here we go. Tomb of Knowledge. Let's see what we got here. Now, the kicker about this, it is kind of a little different from Dark Souls, is every time you enter a world, or every time when you first enter, it's all randomized, and then what it does is it takes your handgun, long gun, melee, helm, body armor, and leg armor, and whatever it is, see, that's +2. My bandit's +5. My legs are 2. My melee is 1. Assault rifle's 2, and the handgun is 2. It adds it all up, and it adds it all up, and then when you go into the world, it adds all that up, and then whatever it is, let's say it's 5, it rolls the world that you enter, and everything in the world is 6. It bumps it up by 1. So the thing on the trick on this is I messed up when I first started playing because I was grinding, and I mean I had all my weapons up to like 10 and 12 and all my armor up, and then I kept re-rolling the world, and every time I re-rolled it, they kept getting stronger and stronger, and since it's in the very beginning, I had basically really nothing. I was getting my butt handed to me. Alright, wait a minute, where am I? Okay, yep, alright. So that goes there. I mean, now, yeah, I might. See, the nice thing is with the adventure mode, you can re-roll that.
So what you recommend?
Yeah. I mean, if you like Dark Souls, you'll like this one. In the beginning, it's a little difficult in the beginning, but once you level up and once you get you get through, I mean, it's still hard, don't get me wrong. I mean, I've died even with what I've got.
What is that?
Woohoo!
Round one first.
Yep.
That was rough.
I'll tell you, one of the best. I forgot where I got those iron marks. That is like the most helpful. Those iron turrets are great.
Great ability with the turrets.
You defeat a boss, it gives you a... Oh, actually, it's on Roas. Once you get through the earth, there's a construct outside a merchant, and when you defeat him, it gives you this... gives you a control modular. once it gives you the control, once you defeat it, you gotta go through a dungeon. You pick up a piece, you go there, you stick it in the contrast, and then you gotta defeat it, and then it gives you this, and that gives you this mod. See, Iron Sentinel. But you can only use one at a time. Alright. Still hoping I'm going to find a control rod in here. Another one. Alright, now I've been here. And you don't have to play solo either. If you remember the PS4, you can actually go in and play with other people. Up to 3 people can play at a shot on this. I'm almost tempted to friggin' pay for a membership, but the nice thing when you're playing, everybody gets. So I pick up scrap, everybody gets scrap. Somebody else picks up, everything gets shared. So you don't have to worry about trying to let's get there and grab that stuff first. Gotta be getting close to the end. And then if you listen, you can hear them.
Scrap is for upgrades.
No, no, that's your money. It's money. In order to do upgrades, you need scrap and you need iron, forged iron, and then the higher the level you go, the more you need. In the beginning, it's just iron, then it becomes forged iron, then it becomes galvanized. And as you level up, when you go into the world, like you do in an adventure, instead of finding ore, you'll actually find your level. Scrap, let's see, scrap. Okay, see how it says iron? Well, that's because of my level. Well, if I'm up to a point where I need forged, it'll start dropping forged and galvanized when you get up to that level, which is pretty cool. So I actually want to see. Even though that thing only does 33 damage, I think it does a special attack. I've been playing. Let's look at my inventory here. I've got 2,633. Luminite crystals, which will be mini bosses. They'll drop them sometimes. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I've got a little bit of forged iron, which is next level. Silicrums. Those are... I've only ran into a couple of those. I've gotten 3 of them. And those you use for your dragon hearts. I didn't get the control. I only got 1 control rod. Not control rod, but glowing rod. Shoot. I was really hoping I was going to get it. Well, at least I can get boots or a helm. I'll probably take the boots. Got him in here already. There's the burrow. Burrow. Now, if I was to go back through that door, everything would have respawned. And I have to fight it all again. Or if you're in a checkpoint in the area and use checkpoint, everything respawns. Whoa, wait a minute. Seriously? Wow.
Is this a dungeon?
This is actually a mini boss. Stalker's Den. I already beat this. that is the mini boss right there, and this guy right here. He's got a control rod in his head. And what you do is you shoot him in the head, and then the hound attacks him, which is what you want to do right off the bat, because he is a pain in the butt with those radiation. And then you get... What did I get? Did I get the Defiler? I think I made the Defiler out of it. Out of the Hound's Tooth. Either that or Breath of the Desert. I don't remember, to be honest with you. The Hound drops one thing. He drops the controller, and then you go, like I said, there's a merchant in the desert. You talk, and outside he's got like this android guy. You stick that in the android, the thing pops up, and that's another mini boss. One thing leads to another, and then he does it. And when you defeat him, you get the control, which makes the weapon mod Iron Sentinel. And Iron Sentinel is very helpful.
Quiet down. You wake the pack. I won't be blamed for what happens if you do.
So you can see it right there. It's in his head. And that's what you need to stick into the thing. And that guy, oh, that friggin' hound.
Your noise is digging your grave.
Pain in the butt, and then he howls, and all these friggin' dogs come running all over the place. And I didn't have the Iron Sentinel. I could take him out really easy now, but I'm not gonna bother.
You shouldn't be here. The pack kills on sight. No exceptions. Then again, it is good to see a new face. Or any face. Sit, but be quiet. If the pack decides you're meat, I have to side with them. I survive. I make a healthful slop too, so the hounds say.
Actually, I'm kind of glad this happened
just made a
because
fresh pot.
he makes Hound Maker's Jerky, which increases critical damage by 15% in the last 60 minutes. So 17, 18, okay, there's 20. We'll go 25. 26, nice. And of course you can always sell items. Any merchant you run in, pretty much you buy and sell.
Thanks for the conversation. Keep quiet as you go. Oh, and don't come back. The pack might not be sleeping next time. Quit banging, you'll wake them. You are living
Now,
dangerously, friend.
you buy the jerky first, then you go back in and then you can say, hey, I'd like to talk to you about the pack.
All right, but keep your voice down.
And then there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can go through.
That's a long story. I am an outcast. Buri spit on me, and Vir wanna kill me. The pack is my true family. You want the story? All right. Do you know about the gleaning? Every 7 years, the Undying King sends his gear to the villages. They line us up, like livestock. The Vir choose who stays and who goes. To the Buri, this is a great honor. I was honored until I learned what becomes of the Chosen. No, friend. The slaves are... the lucky ones. The Chosen ones are slaughtered. I
Fresh
got
meat.
lucky. I escaped. But now... the Buri shun me. The Vir hunt me. But I found a better family than both. I heard he grinds the bodies into a powder. That's how he lives forever. You didn't hear it from me, though. He can't know I know. My people? The Buri are survivors. Hardened by hard lives. Survival is everything to the tribe.
This
So
is
we
the
got
first
cast
time you
out,
are here?
Forgotten. And they are quick to attack outsiders.
No, second
Even
time.
Those who used to
Like I
be
said,
Buri.
when you use the adventure thing, it randomizes.
A tyrant cares for nothing but himself. Don't trust him.
Okay.
Ah, yes. The Alpha. Don't worry, she doesn't bite. Unless she knows you're there.
I made the mistake. I kept asking him, like... Okay.
Would you not defend your own family? I don't see the difference. You and I have no grudge between us. But I will if they do.
He's a pain in the butt.
Why would they? We're family. Of course it does. Family's family.
I'm not. I made the mistake and said, but they attack on sight, and then he got all toiked at me and then attacked me, so... Alright.
Ah, right. Did you want some dog food then? Sure you're not hungry. Quiet now.
That is one big dog, and no, I'm not going to attack him. Like I said, they're a pain in the butt. Alright. I mean, I could take him out easy enough, but...
I am a little confused about this. Why is this all over again?
Hold on. As soon as I get through this section here... Alright. I'll go back to Ward 13 and I'll show you. Wait, where am I going here?
Thanks.
Here we go. Yeah, friggin'. Okay. When you start the game, it randomizes. There are actually on the Earth, I found like 4 different, I don't know, I think there's a set limit, maybe 4, maybe 5, for the dungeons. But when you go in, it randomizes it and you'll have a set through. When you go through, and after you've gone through the Earth, or through it, you can actually go back in there and you can randomize setup. What the heck? Where am I? Alright, that's a switch. I didn't expect that. What the? Shoot. Ah, there's the gate. So you got locked gates that you can only open on one side. You have to go through the dungeon. Alright, now we'll go back to Ward 13 and I can show you. Then I gotta come back here and go to the left. So basically, the beginning of the game, it starts out, it's a cut scene, you're in a boat, going across an ocean, you're going for this one particular place, and you get capsized, you get washed up on shore, you got a sword, you got to make your way through. That's a tutorial. Tells you how to run, how to fight, how to use your sword. And then if you get all the way to the thing, this is where you find Ward 13. And then inside Ward 13, there's a whole bunch of little different things that you need to do. And eventually what you do is you activate, there's a computer over here. And basically you access the terminal, turn this on, and then you start up that right there. Now, let's see. Now, the first thing you're going to do is you go to Earth. Go through, you find the stuff. But, world settings. Campaign is... That's going through the routes. That's the thing. Now on the adventure here, now I'm not going to create a new adventure because I need to go get the thing. You can set it up for Earth, Rom, and there's another planet, like a swamp area. And when you go through these, see where it says re-roll campaign? So if you re-roll it, it wipes everything out and you start over from the beginning, but you keep all your traits, your guns, everything. So what you do is you go into the adventure mode and you create new adventures, and it resets the whole world. That's why the first time I went to Rom, I found the stalker, defeated him, got the stuff, and now I've re-rolled it because I'm trying to get these glowing rods to get the armor set. And I ran into him again. So, and that's how it works. Now here, we'll run down. Over here you've got...
Greetings, friend. What can I do you for? Only the best.
Here you can buy your consumables, which each one does different things. There's your ammo boxes. Yeah, not gonna buy that.
Take care, friend. Hello there, friend.
Hey, traveler.
She sells,
Thank you.
or
You
a
find the
crystal.
stalker in the campaign too?
Take care then.
Yes, I found the stalker in the campaign. That's how I was able to get the Iron Sentinel. Now, any items that you
I'm not
have,
in the mood for chat.
she will craft
Yeah?
them into either weapons.
Fine, let's have a look.
I don't have anything.
I've got work to do.
But the one item that I use, which is Curse of the Jungle God, she crafted that out of one of the bosses. One of the bosses I killed. She took it and she made that weapon. Same thing with Spitfire.
I'm not in the mood for chat.
He
Hello, traveler. Let's see what I've got.
upgrades your items. There's armor and weapons. You can also buy. So when you start the weapon, anything that you don't have, like there's the hunter. So if you start as a cultist, you can go in, you can buy the hunting, you can buy the tank. Same thing. Whoops. Same thing with the weapons. So you can buy the shotgun, everything. And then you can upgrade it. But like I said, you want to be careful. Okay, bandit jacket 6. Yeah, see, it's already at level 6. I don't want to take it above that. Boots are 3, helmets 3. Blood to... Just gotta double check everything.
Be safe out there.
Alright. So, but the thing is, do not, and I repeat, this is extremely important, do not upgrade your equipment. Because if you go
Keep
too
moving.
high, you're going to get to a point where you can, they're just going to be really, really tough. So now, I need to go back. I wish I'd... Shoot, I forgot which one would be better. Actually, the swamp one is... I mean, it's... I don't know what it is with this one, but these guys are a pain in the butt with those spears. Swamp one I tried in the Adventure Road, and I mean, they're they're a little difficult, but for some reason I found them easier than these guys. These guys seem to take a lot of hits.
The more you upgrade your armor, the more difficult the enemies get.
Yes, and your weapons. So you keep your armor and stuff low, your weapons and your armor low. And the way you look at it, now you see the advanced info. If you go down, ratings versus zone. Now my defense is neutral. That's white. My offensive with the weapons is lower than what they have. Now if I was to boost my weapons up by 1, it probably would. But if I re-roll this, that means it takes that into account and it bumps all the enemies up higher. So, okay, I need to go... What the heck? Well, that's interesting. the heck? Okay, something's... This is new. Huh. So it's like... Interesting. Okay, so it's... Oh... Okay, so it's a time pressure. I have no idea what to do, but I want to go down and, what the heck? That's interesting. I'll figure that out later. This is where I want to go. I figure this is going to be the setup down here. Yes, there's got to be a way. I'm hoping this will be my other control rod. Not control rod, but glowing rod.
How's that, bastard?
Shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh.
What is that?
Son of a gun. This is the drawback. This game, you can't pause it. If you go into this, it does not. It keeps going. In the beginning, I used the sniper rifle and stayed way the heck back and just kept sniping them. Now it's like, okay, I got some nice mods, so... And yes, you die if you go down there, fall down. And you want to explore every area because they'll hide like tombs, you know, trait points. Hate those little things. Yeah, see, those whips are good if it's like if I was to throw it right there in the doorway and they had to try to get through. Whoa! Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot! Come on, get out of here. Hi, you schmuck. Oof. Swah.
Whoa. It's over.
All right. Well, I just gotta. Let's see what I got. Band of Strength. Increased melee damage 10% for 10 seconds after melee case stacks up to 3 times. I prefer not to kill him from a distance. Here's ammo. Boop. Nice to see what this gun is. Pull the trigger and it goes. Okay, okay. That's why I stood there and just dodged out of his way. Let the whips take care of business. Two of them work very well. I just need one enemy to try this on. Nope. Nice. Oh, maybe I'll get lucky and get the other glowing rod in here. That would be sweet. Alright, hold on. Coffee I had earlier was kicking, so I'll be right back. Alright, now we're back. Now let's see where this leads to. Uh-oh. The spindle. Ah, shoot. Spindle, huh? Alright, let's see what we got here. Oops, nope, nope, not that one. South. Shit, I don't know what the heck to expect here. Increase damage. Alright, we'll do the gravity stone. Oh, that was the... I forgot to look that up. Deal 15% extra damage to enemies that have less than 50% health. Ooh. Keep that for right now. Okay, let's see. Well, I guess I'm going to have to try it here. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I got heart, I got ammo, bleeding, and I got this. I have no idea what the heck, what I might run into here, so... Oh, shoot. Well, let's do this. Let's see. Okay, no. Don't know what I'm running into, but... Probably gonna get my butt handed to me here because I don't know exactly what is coming in here. Usually the first time I go in I die. That's why I'm not gonna waste my... Uh-oh. No, I don't like this. Oh, man. I got a weird feeling I'm going to be battling on this platform. Okay. Are you kidding me? Oh, boy. What the heck is this? Oh boy.
Oh shit.
I'm in trouble.
Come on! Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh! Shoot! No, come on! The hell? What the heck? What the heck is that? Ho, ho, ho! Shoot! Shoot! Okay. Okay, so I'm not going to use Curse of the Jungle. That's no good. I'm going to use the Defiler because that's got the radioactive volley. And that'll actually do much better damage.
Man, this is hard.
Oh yeah. Okay, so the question is, do I want to use the assault rifle? I'm not certain which one would be better here. I'll stick with that. Okay, so now let's see what we got here. Alright, I don't need now. Forget about the gravity stone. Really don't. Okay. Increase critical damage by 15%.
Your health level up with traits.
Yes. Let's see. Would that be elemental damage he's doing to me? I'll kick that. Okay, so this is okay. Max health increased. I've got the scrappers. Actually, you know what? Let's see. I'm gonna run bandit. That might help here. Well. Traits. As you level up this, you get that's your health. That'll boost up your health. At level 20, it's 150. Endurance is your stamina. This is your mod power. Lasts longer. Shadow Walker's enemy awareness. Elder knowledge. In the very beginning of the game, you're going to get health, stamina. Depending on what you take, whether you take the hunter. If you take the hunter, you'll get Shadow Walker. If you take the what the heck is that? I call it a tank, which gives you the shotgun. You'll get that and warrior. And if you take cultist, you'll get spirit. Spirit, I think, is better at first. You get all of them eventually. But this allows those mods to last longer. Mod power. Elder knowledge, that's the first. When you award 13, you'll pick that up. That's the one you want to boost up as you're leveling up, because at level 20 you're getting a 35% bonus for experience points. Allows you to go higher. And as you go along, take your time, do headshots. When you've done like 100 headshots, you pick up Exploiter, which is weak spot damage. When you rescue the Root Mother, you get the Mother's Blessing. Forgot what Scavenger was. I don't remember how I got that one. Quick hands. Weapon reloads. I forgot what Keeper's Blessings. When you go to your first world, you get the stamina cost reduction. Gun spread. I don't remember. Sleight of hand. Now, sleight of hand, I know. You're going to kill using 10 different weapons, kill 100 enemies, which will allow you to swap out it much faster. Don't remember. Different ones. through so I don't have to sit here and wait. I gotta boost up those things. I need to have full power. Debating whether or not. See, the thing is, I am a little underpowered for this. You could tell because of the weapons.
This isn't looking good.
Oh, shoot!
That was rough.
Whew. See, that guy's a mini boss, and that's where you get the luminite crystals.
Oh god. What is that? Come on!
Oh, shoot! Oh, I'm out of ammo. Come on, fire! Schmuck.
Whoa. It's over.
Okay, there's 4. One more. Yeah, some bosses are easier and some are a lot harder. You know, friggin' summon things too. Jeez, I've only got 30 shots with this thing? Ugh. Alright, so the weapon... With the hunting pistol, it's way too slow. Magnum, no, that's only got 30. It's got less than that. You know, I might switch. Well, you know what? I'll try it with the defiler. If it doesn't work, I might try Spitfire. That's got the burning. I could jump up there and just burn the living heck out of this guy. Okay, scrapper helmet, dusty husk. Thought I had 5 of those. 6 radiation, bounces off the environment. Alright, here we go. Stupid music. What is going on? How come my gun isn't working? What the hell? Oh, shoot! Son of a gun! Ah! Friggin' used to it running. Oh man! What it is you gotta click it and then fire. I'm used to this stupid Iron Sentinel. All you do is you go click and it fires. All I was doing was switching back and forth. You know what? I'm gonna take a break. Get something to eat. That's irritating. It's because I haven't used the defiler in a while. Didn't last that long on that one. Alright, well, live and learn. Alright, I'll be back. I'm gonna take a break, grab some dinner. So, I will be back on. As you can see, depending on what it is. Sometimes it's hard, and other times it's harder. Oh, I had it going, boy. I was like, what the heck? Every time I kept trying to... I was like, I'm hitting the friggin' button. I'm like, why isn't it working? Why isn't it firing? So you gotta click the button and then just sit there. Speed for 7 seconds increase. And now what I can do is I can go back. I got that set at 5, and I could boost that up to say 5, which would probably boost the weapons up higher. But again, the problem with that is when you do that, it gets set up here. Let's see, increase max health. Oh, that's what I forgot. I forgot to take the friggin' potions. I don't know what I want to do here. What do I want? Let's see. I don't need melee. Wish I could double stack these suckers. Increase damage when there are at least 2 enemies within 10 meters. Provides 100% critical chance. Increases crit damage by 15%. Increase the effectiveness and range of all firearms. After a range kill, nope. Sway. Increase ranged and melee damage by 10%. Critical hit damage is... Oh, okay. So the range damage just went up by 10%. Critical hit damage went up by 15. Actually, I think I'm going to take... That increased 10% of range damage bonus. So if I'm at a distance, it's going to increase the weapon, so that'll do a little bit more damage. What are you doing? Alright, so... And then what I'll do is I'm going to... suck down this and increase my health by 25%. Then I'm going to eat a jerky and increase critical damage by 15%. But wait a minute, that would be 65. See, that's the thing. So if I increase that up to 65 and I'm wearing the ring, that would boost it up to 69. That boosts it up to 80% critical hit damage. So if I do... So I boost that up to 80%. And I fire off a volley of 6. That's 294 damage, and if I get a critical hit on that of 80% times... Wait. 294 times 88%. Whoa. So if I get a critical hit with those radiations, that would do 529 points worth of damage to that sucker. That would be very good. So 294 times 50% does 147. 191 plus 294. 485. Actually, I think I'm just going to try it without that ring. Keep the range damage bonus. See if that makes a difference. But before I do this, I'm going to have 1 hour, because those things only last an hour. Mudtooths, that's the guy. When you're going through the earth, you're going to look. If you don't get it on the first go through, re-roll the world campaign, go through, clear everything out. You're looking for a crashed helicopter. You can't miss it. There's some music playing. It's like 50s, 40s, 50s music. When you get around all the way through and you make it through, there's Mudtooth there. You'll be able to buy this tonic from him. He also sells for the stamina. But I didn't buy too much of that. I was more on the health issue. And of course, you saw the stalker there, so I'll boost that up. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Oh, shoot. See what I mean? So nothing has regenerated. That's because in order to regenerate it, you need to be at least wearing one aspect of cult. Nope, it just flashed. So now it'll regenerate everything back. I'm so tempted just to go get that stupid helmet, but do a quick show you what the radiation is supposed to look like. Yeah, we'll just run out here. What the hell? What do you want, cat? I can't believe I screwed that up.
Okay, this is it!
Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Watch this. That's what it does. What? How can I be... Wow. Oh, that's what. Thought I was shooting the gun, I'm like. Oh, that's weird. Usually that takes him out in one shot. I mean, that thing does some really good damage. Unfortunately, it's light on the ammo aspect of it. We'll go. Here we go. Stamina regen and delay. Alright. Alright, go in here, save the game. Shut it down. Take a break.
What's good, brah?
Touch. Let's need a bigger television. assault rifle's not that powerful. The only dry thing about the beam rifle is the longer you hold it down, the more damage is done, but it goes through ammo very quick. Huh. That's interesting. Hunting rifle does a critical hit chance of 10%. Never noticed that before. Sniper rifle does 20% critical hit chance. Ugh, I'm almost tempted for that, but that's like, oof, one shot at a time. No, shotgun's not effective. What I really bloody like is to have a friggin' weapon that you can put a mod in. That's about the only draw. That's the only thing I hate about this is you can only have. You can only have 2 mods, and that's only if you don't use a special weapon. And blink's no good. That's I don't even like. That's kind of a pain in the butt. It's kind of like a quick transport with a little explosion at the end. Breath of the Desert, which is sort of like the other one. That's 7 radiation particles within 20 meters and deal 27. So I would throw this on the melee weapon. Seriously debating though. Perfectly dodge an attack, increases movement, firing, melee, reload, and evade speed for 7 seconds. Increased critical chance by 15%. Now let me see something here. Critical. Nope. So you have to dodge. That's kind of a rook. So basically it gives you 5% speed. So, but if you dodge for 7, perfect dodge and enemy attacks increases movement. Movement. The hell? Movement firing? Melee, reload, and evade speed for 7 seconds and increases critical chance by 15%. Critical chance is... Yeah, but the thing is, does it increase it all? Does it stay in place? Or does it only last 7 seconds? Because that's stupid. I'm not really too impressed with some of the things and the stuff they do here. I mean, it's 7 seconds. I mean, I'll be honest, a lot of the stuff, it's like, alright, you got a hotkey, which is nice. The only problem with the hotkey is some of these things are, last 10, alright, that lasts 10 minutes. Frenzy Dusts, last 30 seconds. Last 40 seconds. I mean, come on. Last 10 minutes. Why can't you set it up? Why can't they set it up that, okay, run it for 10 minutes? Or even 5 minutes. Otherwise, you're like, if you've got that hotkey, you got to hit it, and you got 30 seconds, the next thing you know, it's out. And you just don't have time. Especially if you're in the thick of battle, you don't have time to sit there and freaking hit it because it's so bloody slow. But I want to see something here. Okay, critical chance. Oh, I gotta go. I want to see what a dodge does. Perfect dodge. Come on! Oh, shit. Huh.
Whoa. It's over.
50%. It didn't friggin' increase anything. Alright, I gotta get out of this. I can't. Critical hit damage 50%. No, it has not increased one bloody thing. The perfect dodge. So it's 7 seconds. Ha! Actually, there's no really way to tell with speed, to be honest with you. I don't really see much of a difference with speed increased. That's a rook. Ho!
Whoa. It's over.
Now I'm ready. Duh. I don't know if you were watching, but I was sitting here going like this. And I kept going like this. I'm like, why isn't it firing? Why isn't it firing? Darn it, fire! Because a lot of the mods, once they're fully charged, like see here, yeah, if I have the weapon and I just hit the upper right, it'll automatically pop the turret up. Here you have to click it and then sit there and fire. The other mods, same thing, blink. Once it's full, all you do is hit the button and it activates. Breath of the Desert. As soon as it's fully charged up, you hit the button, boom, you don't have to pull the trigger. Same, well, yeah, hot shot, well, yeah, you activate it and then you pull the trigger to shoot it, but Same thing, how as soon as it's loaded up, you hit it, boom, and it's automatic. So, I've been running these, so I got out of the habit of... Oh, shoot! Darn it! Clicking this. See what I mean? I wish I could pick it back up. Alright. And on this note, I'm done. I'm gonna grab some dinner. Then I'll come back and work with this guy. So, be back later on tonight. Have a good one.